All right, it is finally time for a room slash garage tour of my studio slash BrickLink store, basically my entire Lego room, which is now a garage if you've been keeping up on kind of my recent stuff I've been doing lately. I moved over to the garage, I think about a month or two ago now. I can't even remember. Time kind of flies by now with all the stuff that's going on in my life with the between work and TikTok growing and just trying to start more YouTube videos like this here. So what I'll get into in this video is basically my entire garage, everything I've got set up in here so far that was originally up in my room upstairs, which was the guest bedroom. And then I will also show you what's currently in the guest bedroom where my old room slash studio used to be, which is now basically a giant Lego closet. So without further ado, let's get right on into showing you the room. So here's what it looks like right as you step in. To the left, you've basically got the majority of everything. And then to the right is basically a lot of storage, some stuff from my roommates that is just back storage. So it's not so much that has to do with the store as this side, but over here I do have a what I call the minifigure sorting table. And this has basically, I mean, it looks like a lot of chaos, but there's a lot of different organizations going on here among generalized themes, specific themes like Ninjago. Like here's actually the Ninjago stuff. So this is Ninjago legs, bodies, hats or helmets, Ninjago heads, and then mostly built Ninjago figures. And then over here is more just anything like non-printed legs, printed bodies, not printed legs, other things like that that aren't necessarily attached to any one theme. And then as you can see kind of off to the side and behind all this is more just stuff that is eventually going to get moved upstairs to the stock room. But for now, this is where a lot of that stuff is. And then, like I said, this is basically anything. Also, what gets sorted over here is minifigure accessories and parts. So stuff like swords, weapons, you can see some capes and stuff like that there. It kind of is where that lands if I want to sort it, and then end up, if I need stuff for extras, I'll pull it out of there and stuff like that. And then I'll get to the fun stuff in a second, but over here is some more just kind of, there's a few sets backlogged in here. Like here's some of the Ahsoka tanks that I got. One of them's I need to build for myself still because I haven't built the set yet. But I've got a few of those, a couple of ATST Raiders, some of these poly bags. This is the set I picked up at TJ Maxx recently. So that's just sitting there. I haven't done anything with. These are drawers that I've emptied from people buying from my BrickLink store. So they're just ready for more parts now. And then this is really just more back stock and, or not back stock, but it's like supplies and just random boring stuff. But we'll get to the fun stuff here in a second. Okay, so here's the fun stuff. Here's the side of the room that I'm in most of the time, recording in, dealing with, doing stuff on. So I'll kind of give you a little bit of a more perspective. I'm standing right about where I was just recording stuff before. It's an entire half of a garage that it takes up. So there's my normal desk with my two monitors with my PC set up. I'll show you from the other angle there. But then that leads all the way into the other end in the garage where I've got, this is all personal Lego. All those drawers, those are personal collection. That's all personal collection display. And then that's all stuff on the store. So it's mostly my stuff. And then store stuff is actually pretty small. That's stuff for the store as well, but that's all not processed yet. So then as we come around, let me see if zooming in. I think this is the normal zoom on this on my phone. So this, actually I don't like that at all. We'll go back to this. This shows a way better perspective of everything anyway. So here's where I sit and do stuff. So we're basically here doing stuff. Got the screen, got my tripod. It's usually set up here for when I'm doing TikToks and stuff. And then you can see, obviously that sets it up. So here's my backdrop. But basically, I'll get a little bit into detail on my setup because I'm sure people want to know. I have two Acer monitors. One of them's 144 hertz, one of them's not. They're literally like, they look like they're the same model. And they basically are, but one of them is 144 hertz model and one of them is not 144 hertz because I don't need to. I used to do a lot more gaming, so that's why I have one. And then here's my PC. It's got a really tinted glass, but you can see, let me light it. You can see everything lights up, like huge glare. But again, I made it, I wanted tinted glass so that way it was very reflective, and then that way, like you can see, you can only see the lights really, you can't really see any of the other components, even though the other components are really beautiful. So here's my cookie cutter background. But basically, Not much under. I used to have a lot more stuff under my desk when I was upstairs, but now that I have more room, a lot of the stuff doesn't need to be under my desk. So over here is just filing cabinets, so more boring stuff, wires, cords. Over here is actually some BrickLink store stuff. This is instructions, so I've got some 501st instructions. If you're interested, they're like a penny on my store. I've got some of these instructions from this set, more 501st instructions. Over here is Thanos mech instructions, Lego classic instructions. I got one more Harry Potter left, a couple of Thanos left. They're just in that drawer for some reason. Down there is stuff I'm selling on Mercari. And then everything beyond this is just normal garage stuff that I haven't been able to clear out of the garage because I still am a person who lives out of my house. So here is, actually I guess I'll go because it has to do with more of the computer and the desk setup. This is my supply / shipping tower. So this has like shipping supplies, random, my screwdriver set for random stuff. Sorry, I got a jet flying over. Okay, the jet has gone. Oh wait, maybe not. Okay, but anyway, so up here, yeah, it's mostly supplies. You can see scale, got Pickle Rick, Game Boy SP, more supplies. My computer sits on this thing along with my thermal printer, my regular printer, and then that's actually a UCS Slave 1 in a bag, funny enough, random place for it. Bubble wrap, but that's like an entire tower for just extra crap. And then right behind that is where the store starts. So that's like all the parts that are in my BrickLink store. This is where they get stored, is right on this wall. These are all mounted to the wall. These aren't just stacked. You can see those don't actually touch the bottom down there. These are all mounted to the wall very securely. So you don't have to worry. Even with an earthquake, I think, even then you wouldn't have to worry about it because these drawers, the way they're designed, I don't know if you see that little lip right there. Another jet going over, but I'm gonna power through it. So that little lip, you can see you have to actually like get it up and then pull. It's like an earthquake might be able to shake that off, but even then, it's still better than it not falling completely. I don't think the thing would even come off the wall. As of now, I've got 568 drawers. This is the last one. Although most of these ones are empty. Basically, this unit's empty, but everything else is full. But this is the only amount of drawers that are empty, and then any spaces you see missing, obviously, are drawers from earlier in the video that I have yet to fill again. But like, some of these are just really satisfying. Like these little 1x1 pearl gold clips, just tons of them. Some of these, like if you're trying to build something opposable, like a little mech or something, these kind of pieces are perfect. Then directly below, we've got some tubs, and basically in there, I don't think anything in any of them, but that's where I'll store sets or use sets that are in bags that are, I don't need them out and about. And then as we move over, this is where we get to my very limited, but this is my Lego display, my personal Lego display, which doesn't even reflect nearly all of it. What it does reflect is all of my Star Wars figures, as you can see. These are ones I haven't organized into the main display, but they needed to be on a base plate because they're all awesome. But these are all of these, and then those are all of those. So as you can see, my Lego Star Wars collection is pretty vast, and that's not even including all the sets that I have built and unbuilt. So, and then, oh, can't forget, got to show Rock Raiders some love. Let's hope they get the revamp for the anniversary. And then shout out to Old School Brick for my giant Lego skeleton that was 3D printed by him and gifted to me. So many people ask about that to this day. Got my Star Wars display. Again, very limited compared to what I actually have, but I don't have a ton of... I have a lot of space, but I don't have a lot of stuff to set it up to have permanence for it. So I don't want to build anything and then have it sit and collect dust when I could actually build it and not have a worry of where it's going to go one day. I usually like to have a pretty permanent or designated spot for something if I'm going to build it and not immediately disassemble it. But over here is some more, obviously, here's Mario, whole Nintendo collection. And then down here is kind of miscellaneous. This is where just I set a mock, and then there's a random Benatar over there. But other than that, here's some minifigures for the store that haven't made it onto the listing yet. Down here is some Lego motor. Here's a custom battery motor mount that I made because I actually did it successfully. This was originally I made it so that way I could power the TV and spin the TV on its own. And I did do it. I made a video a while back on TikTok about it. And I made I did a one with regular speed, but then I did another one where he was flying through the level. It was spinning it so fast. It was hilarious. But yeah, I built that little custom motor mount to make it run the TV, basically. And then down there is Pick-a-Brick parts that are for my own collection. And then this is where we get to my personal collection. And then down there is actually a lot of stuff that I still have to go through for the store. But for the most part, this is all my personal bricks. And then this is all my personal bricks. So here is basic stuff. So here's like a whole different, here's transparent studs, regular color studs, and then dark, like, brown, red, black, gray kind of studs. There's some random minifigure parts from my childhood that are kind of not super important, but I wanted to keep them. And then here's where we start on basic bricks. So here we've got basic plates that are larger than 2x. And then here are basic plates that are 2x. And then here are basic bricks. So you can see, and that's just black. So then we go again here, dark gray. I don't have as many, so the bricks, plates, and stuff are mixed. But then as you go down, you can see I've got everything organized in all the basic, these are basic parts only. So nothing specialized in here at all. Tan, and then this is transparent dishes, kind of random there. The white, orange, purple, yellow, red, blue, green, green, but more specifically plant pieces. So I got a whole bag of these bad boys. But yeah, so that's all organized. And here's some more green, but base plates basically, because it needed its whole separate category. So these are all basic parts. And then over here is where I've got everything organized by part type. So you can see over here, I've got these kind of axles. Over here, I've got whatever the heck you consider that kind of axle type piece. Over here, we've got even more axles, different kinds of axles. And then down here is where we get down to like clips and bars. So here's everything. If it has a clip on it, it's here. So, and then this is where it goes from clips to bars. It's like left, I think I had it so like left side was clips. Yeah, all these are clip pieces. So here's vertical clips in dark colors, and here's vertical grip clips in bright colors. Here's horizontal clips in dark colors, and here's horizontal clips in bright colors. Ooh, there's actually a gray one. Needs to go back over here. But as you can see, again, here's 1x1 top clips in dark colors and 1x1 top clips in bright colors. So you can see how specific I get when I organize the other parts. But when I organize these are just the, bricks, plates, all that kind of stuff gets sorted by color. This is from a past haul. It's just kind of, you can see battle pack vehicles, speeders, basically a lot of battle pack stuff, plus a Phantom. Then over here is more, this is parts, but more minifigure style accessory parts, so a little more specific to minifigures and stuff. Over here is stuff these are like bricks, more tile, like here is all tiles. Like these are all like literally 1x4, 1x4, but the colors get different, and then you go down the line and they get to you see the gist. They're all tiles here. And then as we go down, we get to like jumpers and different sorts of textured bricks of different varieties. And then over here is like even different style, like as I go through, it's all in my head of where everything is and organized for the most part, but everything has a place, and every kind of brick I can go and find that I need pretty dang quick. So like here's all my flowers or plant pieces, so to speak. So that's basically the gist of that entire area, I want to say. There's nothing too much more to go in. Down there is some more, like, I think this is instruction storage. So this is like here, Lego bags that I saved from the Lego store. Here is a spare Mando figure, because I didn't need to put a second one together when I got the Razor Crest, because I already had one from the other set. And then here's like, I put it back in, this isn't sealed, I put it back in the original wrapper because I'm that big of a nerd. And then down here is unsorted Lego, unsorted organized, but it needs to go back into a drawer. That is like a bin full of Lego that I need to add to my collection. Here's a bin of Lego I've purchased or received but haven't really built or done anything with yet. Like this, I still have to build and do a video on. This was a gift from a fan. This was a gift from the same fan. Shout out to you, Lego Trooper. I believe that was you. Here is a haul that I literally haven't even... What you see here is all I've seen. I'm actually saving this for a video on YouTube, so be ready. I'm gonna do more YouTube content. That's why I'm saving stuff like this, because I want to do more like hauls on YouTube, like as a reveal, like, oh, like I got this at a garage sale, or I got this here, I got this there, check out what I got, let's look at it together. So those style videos will be coming soon. And then as we go, I've actually started, it's already filling up with junk, but this is going to be my microfighter display. I'm probably not going to keep the boxes up here because the boxes make it so I can't, like, I want to be able to fit more of them on each shelf, not just do, because 4 looks great, but I have so many more, it's going to take up this whole shelf. So I'm going to need to have them squeezed tighter together. So eventually the boxes won't be there, but this will be, this whole thing, I think, as long as I put them close enough together, I want to say this shelf unit should fit every single microfighter to date. And these are just the ones I have built. I have so many others unbuilt, but I do want to collect all of the microfighters. That is the goal. So that is everything there. All right, so I was going to do a little bit of a tour on my backstock room or my big closet, but I think with how the length of this video and the length that video will be, I think it will warrant actually a second video. So I will be back with you guys very soon with another video on my backstock log on everything I've got in the Lego room that's upstairs where my current Lego room used to be. So I will get into that. It is worth a good 10 minutes of content. I've got like so many, it's basically, I'll go into all the sets that I plan on building. You guys can tell me which sets you want me to build like on stream next. You know, we can make it a little bit fun and interactive. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this was an in-depth enough room tour for you guys. I haven't done a lot of long-term content, especially on YouTube yet. So as far as the pacing and how everything is recorded and shot and edited, still getting used to it. So I appreciate your guys' support. So, you know, give me a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, and have a great day.